Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Satoshi Sean. Glad to be here hanging out with y'all. Want to do kind of an end of the week wrap up. It's a little late, but with the holidays and all, and it's been a rough week for me. And 2021 has sucked for me actually. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, whatever. Slipped a disc in my back. My girlfriend broke up with me. It's been a bad year on the 4th. I want to do this video and I want to go over a lot of stuff. I want to explain a lot of stuff. I really want to kind of rant and hit on Divi. So it's going to piss a lot of people off. I know that. It's going to piss everyone off because I'm going to be very honest. And when you're honest, I'm not catering to anyone. So I'm just gonna lay it out and what I think, what I feel, and that's going to be that. But first, we'll also get into the news. I wanted to go over I think it's a huge story. It's a partnership between PotCoin and Tokes, or TKS is the ticker symbol. It's actually called Multi-Chain Ventures now, and then PotCoin. So I don't know if you know this, especially if you're not in the United States, you probably would know this. But the House of Representatives voted to decriminalize marijuana and it says marijuana in the no, it doesn't. It says freaking cannabis. Damn it. I'm sure it says marijuana here somewhere. I don't know. Ken Bozak always gives me crap. He says saying marijuana is racist, even though it's not racist because it's a plant. It's not a race, but he says to say cannabis. Anyway, the House of Representatives voted to decriminalize cannabis or marijuana, which passed because, it's very obvious in the United States that people want cannabis or marijuana to be legalized for just like alcohol for recreational use. It passed in Arizona, Montana, New Jersey, South Dakota, and it's legal in a lot of other states. I'm Texas. Texas is always going to be one of the last states to go legal, but now I don't even know if that's going to be true because we're moving in that direction here. So PotCoin has been around for a while, and Tokes has been around. I did a interview with the founder and CEO of Tokes. I'll leave a link in the description to that. You can check it out. It goes over what they're a lot of the stuff that they're doing. The thing that they need to fix is, I think, one of the, and this is going to be a little bit of a rant too, one of the biggest and best examples of stupidity when it comes to government bureaucracy. So marijuana is legal in many, many states. It's a legal thing. It funds schools. The taxes from it, go to the state economy. And I know people that have dispensaries in it's Oregon, everything, Orlando, every O thing, Oklahoma came to mind, but not Oregon. They have dispensaries in Oregon, and most of these people that started these businesses are mom and pop hippies that have been waiting for this and working for this and lobbying for this. And the stupid part is that marijuana, cannabis, is an illegal substance on the federal level. So the federal government says it's illegal, but states say that it's not. So they can sell it in these states, but they can't deposit any money that they make into their own bank account because it's a federal bank and it's insured by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. So they're not allowed to make any deposits because it's illegally gotten money when it comes to a federal viewpoint. Also, they're not allowed to take most payments like Visa, MasterCard, because they don't want to violate the federal law. So it's very ridiculous. So these mom and pop organizations have to turn their little shops into bulletproof, like war like bulletproof like pizza shops in really bad neighborhoods. They have to hire security guards, armed to the teeth, because they're huge targets for organized crime, for just regular crime. They literally have to store all their cash there. They have to keep their money in safes, and they have to live on a kind of a cash basis. So there's a definite need for a payment settlement a digital payment settlement to take that target off of them, to allow people to have the freedom to be able to transact without using large amounts of cash. So that's what Tokes and PotCoin are working to do. So they've come together and formed a partnership, which is going to be massive. I've been waiting for this to happen. It's like a no-brainer to me. They're going to address the concerns by empowering. PotCoin will be the primary channel and partner for the wider cannabis industry, supplying merchants with point-of-sale software, e-commerce storefronts, mobile applications, and supply chain visibility tools, all originally developed at Multi-Chain Ventures, which you can check. That they go into that in their interview a lot. I did with the founder. And then Multi-Chain Ventures is going to where is it? Going to supply a lot of the I think the here we go. Most merchant processing point of sale through a B2B business-to-business transactions. Additionally, Tokes offers custody solutions, enabling merchants to accept tokenized payments of numerous assets, trade the tokens for alternative digital assets, like stablecoins, which we're going to hit next. Subsequently, initiate wire and automated clearinghouse transfers through a custody agent to third parties. So basically bringing all these people back into the out of the financial dark ages back into the current ages, which are, when you go back into the automated clearinghouse system, it's kind of the dark ages anyway, but bringing them back into the fold as it would be. So I think it's really, really cool. I think PotCoin and Tokes TKS are gonna be doing really well. Getting to my comment on the stablecoins, big deal. U.S. regulators have said basically that banks can use stablecoins now, which that was the big thing after XRP, which I do think this has a bearing on XRP. That stablecoins were next. Stablecoins were going to be hit. I'm still not 100% sure that Tether is not going to get hit. There's just so much controversy surrounding it. It's a huge target. But they did allude to that a little bit with some language in here. The letter indicates that banks and savings associations can now run crypto nodes and utilize associated stablecoins or permissible payment activities. Or for permissible payment activities, this means that banks can use public blockchains. They don't have to use private blockchains. And I know a lot of people have said that the government will never allow banks to use public blockchains. Here we go. Banks can use public blockchains to validate, store, and record settlement payment transactions. Here we go. As long as they're compliant with existing laws. This is where all the controversy surrounding Tether still makes it look like a target. But like USDC and other coins that are constantly why am I just losing my train of thought? Constantly audited, they're going to be fine. So I think, and maybe that's what we're going to need to do. We're going to move away from Tether as an industry and move towards one of the other TUSDs or USDCs that is regulated and audited. But I think that's a huge, huge deal. We've seen the institutional sector when it comes to investing kind of move into crypto. They've dropped a lot of the hate. They've dropped a lot of the scam calling and the rat poison. Peter Schiff has kind of shut up. So now I think that the atmosphere is much more friendly, and this is a huge sign of that. So is this looking like maybe XRP gets a, a couple $100 million slap on the wrist, and then we're back in business. I don't know. I think that this is definitely good news for them, though. As far as the atmosphere, there's definitely not an atmosphere of go after them and burn them all. So we're still in the wait and see. It's not going to be, settled overnight, but this is a really good sign. This is a really good sign when it comes to, the space in general. Okay. This is huge. I don't know. I haven't heard anyone talking about it, but this is just written. Actually, this was just written like minutes ago. So the Treasury's crypto reporting proposal may be a breach of the Fourth Amendment. Now, this is the bad proposal, which would make every exchange have to whitelist your wallets that you send any money to. So anytime you interact with exchanges or even businesses, they would have to whitelist your wallet. So it's kind of the first step in making it totally trackable. Not just KYC and AML on the exchange and for your wallet on the exchange, but anywhere you want to send it to. So it's all your personal, or what do they call it? The ones you hosted, non-custodial, you own it. Your crypto, your keys. They want to know your KYC for that. So that may be a breach of the Fourth Amendment. There's a lot of fighting against it now, which I think is great. Because honestly, and they say, hey man, we're just trying to make crypto fall in line with the banks and the other financial institutions, but it's really not, because crypto is different, and the whole point of crypto is to be anonymous and to have sovereignty over your money. So this is more like you've been saving cash up in your house, in a jar, in a strong box, whatever, and you saved up, $5,000, $6,000, and you want to go buy your kid a car. You got $10,000, you want to go buy a car, and you go looking around, maybe buy a nice used car, maybe buy a shit, a new car. But let's say you find a nice car from an individual, you go there, it's 11 grand, 12 grand, if you take 10 grand cash, here's my big, my big roll of green. Yes, I'll take it. So in this scenario, that individual would have to report that to the IRS and to whoever else, to FinCEN or FINRA or whoever, that it was a transaction over $10,000, and you would have to, I don't know, register those dollar bill serial numbers. That's where it gets weird. But when it comes to your personal sovereign money, like if you had cash, that's what they're saying, that it's that asking people to get all their information on their own personal wallets is. That's just like you using a large amount of cash, and then them wanting you to be able to trace that money from then on. It's a violation of privacy, so it shouldn't happen. Hopefully, this throws a monkey wrench in the works, and that gets tossed out. That doesn't happen, or we get something much better. That's about it for the news. Now, I want to talk about Divi and all the FUD that I've heard and that has been going on with Divi. And like I said, I'm going to be honest here. So I'm going to piss you off, whoever you are, because I'm going to hit everything. I've had lots of friends that have dumped everything. They killed their nodes, dumped it. I still have my node, a gold node running. I can't show it to you though, because of this. Here, let me see. Here we go. Because of this is what my Divi node looks like. It's what it looks like for days, because it doesn't work. Neither does the Tipbot, because they're doing a big update, which is supposed to be done tomorrow, Tuesday, the 5th of January. So hopefully that's fixed, and then we're back in business. Everything's fine. But in my KIF's trading group, Mad Cryptos, one or the other, there's people calling Divi a scam. I've seen other people calling Divi a scam. First off, if you think Divi's a scam, you're an idiot. That's not what a scam is. And scam, I've said scam gets thrown around too much. Divi's not a scam. A scam is where someone takes your money and takes off. Divi's been around for years, and they've been producing. I'm part of the beta bashers. I'm working on beta testing the Divi 2.0 wallet. It's nice. I don't know what I can talk about or what I can say about it, but it's a cool wallet. I like a lot of the features. A lot of the features are, it's like this screen says, man, it's crypto made easy. It's everything they've been doing before. It's cool. But we'll get back to the scam thing. They've been around for years. They're producing. That's not what a scam does. They've purchased other companies. They have other ventures that are connected to Divi. They've got charity organizations. I mean, it's just, there's so much. To call it a scam, you look like an idiot. So don't do that. Could they shut down the project, take off, and just go with Redivi and move on? I don't know, maybe. But they're still working and they're producing. So it's not a real, they'll call it a scam. It's dumb. Am I happy with the team? Am I happy with what they're doing? Am I happy with what's been happening? No, not at all. It seemed like they had something that wasn't broken, and they were doing fine. They were doing great. They got big, and then they said, "Hey, now let's do things like everyone else has done it. You know, what we're doing is working for us. So let's stop doing that. And let's do something different." And now it's not working. Now everyone is pissed about the price. I'm pissed about the price, and to hear the team or anyone else have that elitist attitude that price doesn't matter, man. Price doesn't matter. I don't care about price. That's not what you sold. That's not what I sold. That's not what people sold. That is not what got people into this. What got people into this were the master nodes and passive income. The last word in that is income. Income comes from that price. That was one of the cornerstones of the beginning of this project that got people interested and got people into it. That is important. My node was worth $80,000 a few months ago. If I had dumped my node, I would have 780 Ethereum right now. 780 Ethereum today. But I don't. I have Divi. My node is worth $25,000. But you know what? I'm still here. I'm one of the only ones, but I'm still here. I'm still running my node. But I was living on that node. That was part of my income. That was my passive income. It wasn't my only passive income, but that was a chunk. That was paying in like $1,200 a month, and now it's down to $5. Okay? So to say that the price doesn't matter, and it's if you care about the price, get out of the project. That's why people got into the project, was for a passive income. Start a masternode. Crypto's made easy. Setting this up. Get into crypto. That's why people started this. Also, dates were given and they weren't fulfilled. I mean, that has to be addressed, and that's true. 2.0 is supposed to be out. It's not out. They're working on it. You can give reasons and excuses, and the pandemic, and even though people work from, remotely before, it is what it is, but that's fine. We can move on with that. You take that information, you use critical thinking, you look at the project, and you decide if you're going to stay in, but you don't say it's a scam and that it's, worthless. It's not. It's not worthless. It's not a scam. I do still believe in it. I still like Divi. I still think it's going to be big. I think that they're, and I've always said this, they're doing everything right. They stopped doing everything right a few months ago. Now, on my show, on my channel, they said they were going to have everything out in July. They said, we don't do dates, we don't do dates, we don't do dates. And then they said, but Q2. I said, so by the end of Q2. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely by the end of quarter two, it'll be out, no problem. We want to give a date. I never brought that up. I never said anything because I didn't want to FUD it, and I understood. But then they went and gave an actual date. End of November, no matter what, we're going to put this out. No matter what. And then they didn't. And then the next month, it was a different attitude. It was, how dare you be mad? It was, we're dealing with people's money. This is serious. It was serious when you said no matter what. And you said no matter what. That has to be addressed. That pissed people off. That's why people started this FUD. And went down this road. It needs to be addressed. But so I'm not happy with how things are going. Most projects right now, we're in a bull run. They're pumping money into promotion. They're putting themselves out there. They're engaging their community. They're getting their community all in a frenzy, and they're growing their price, or they're growing their coffers. What they have is worth more, and Divi's not doing that. We're not doing that. And when I look at my portfolio, everything's green, and Divi's not. These are facts, man. These are facts. I gave away a staking node at the end of the year, and then another person a bunch of Divi too, which I was happy about. They were happy about it. I'm still behind Divi 100%, but these things, man, you need to address it. These things need to be addressed and fixed. I don't even know where it was. But like I said, I'm working on the wall. I'm me and a lot of other and that's the thing, dude. We need to be more together on who's working on this. There's influencers that are out there saying that I'm getting all the information here before everyone else. I'll get it. Just, dude, we're all beta testing it. We're all getting it fixed. We're all making it the best wallet that we can make it. We're all going to get, if anyone gets the information, it's going to be Bitcoin Ben. Bitcoin Ben is the cheerleader. Bitcoin Ben is the main guy. We all know that. So any other influencer tells you different, is lying. It's a good time to buy. That is true. But I think that we need to get back to what we're doing. And when it comes to the community, this is a time to really start pushing Divi. And it seems like the community is out there just more complaining about it, which is not, I mean, I set up some other masternodes. I put in far less than I have in my Divi Gold, and it's paying close to what that's paying in. But those communities are going crazy and pushing that. And it was very difficult. It was much more difficult to set it up, set the wallet and everything up. I mean, that was easier to set the nodes up. They had one-click nodes, but I don't know, man. I'm not happy with how things are going, and I'm not happy with the FUD. I'm not happy with people complaining about it. I'm not happy with what the team's been doing. It seems like everyone could do better. Everyone has done better. And we need to get back to doing better. So that's about it for me. That's it for tonight. That's my rants on it. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video.